Hey guys, I'm gonna be honest with you about something. This is my about fifth try of recording something. Just want to get all my thoughts out, and every time I started to, I just zoned out for like 2 to 3 minutes, and um, it wasn't even like the end or the beginning of me trying to record this. It was completely like shortly after trying to record it, and I was like, you know, I'm awkward, but I can, you know. So I just wanted to check in with everyone and see how you guys are doing. It was one of those mornings where um, I woke up and felt like I wanted to look at my phone for something, but yet I also didn't want to open my phone to look for something. And I wasn't able to catch the Weverse live. But I had this feeling in the pit of my soul that they went live without me officially knowing that they went live, if that makes sense. I am a mess. Like, I really am a mess, and today, and just going through my feels. There's so many feels. Like, and it's kind of like one of those things where I'm like, okay, going through all the emotions and reminding myself that, gotta be strong. And in term, I felt a lot of different emotions today. Recently, in general, it was like the 1 year anniversary of Indigo. Indigo is still like my go-to album. Like, here's the funny thing. So I bought one of my main reasons sometimes when I buy 2 copies of something is not necessarily to get like new photo cards or new posters, pictures, things like that. That's not the reason why I sometimes I buy more than one copy. It's because I literally play them all the time, and I fear burning through one of my CDs. And just to let everyone know a little thing about me, I've done it before in the past. Not BTS, but some of my other CDs. I've literally and that's why sometimes I'm like, okay. But it was a 1 year anniversary ago. It was Jin's birthday, and Jimin said it the best. He said Suk Jinny Hung's birthday without Sukjin. And I felt in my core. Like, but Jin's letter on Weverse was just everything. I'm just, and if but going back to this morning for this part of the world, which is East Coast US, I like felt it in my soul when I read that and I didn't read it. I looked at and I saw the about before them doing a Weverse live together. And I haven't watched it yet. There are certain reactors that I feel are more like my reactor family, that that are sometimes good at voicing what I have in my head when I watch these lives, and in general, and so part of me is waiting, because I don't know if I'm going to handle it I don't know if I'm going to handle it well at all. Okay, not me. That came out wrong. I don't know if I'm going to it's kind of like, let's be a mess together instead of just me curling up in a ball. And I might still curl up in a ball, but it will be with someone. Okay, that might have came out wrong. I don't care at this point. So today I go to there's this one particular place I go to do craft work, and lately I was doing things related to gin, and actually I didn't show it before, but I made this for time for Jen's birthday, and this, and has a pouch. It's 2 pouches actually. This, and then have some cards in there. Yes. For Jin's birthday. And it has like some that look like constellations and stars. And so you put like cards. Well, you can't really see that. Some cards in here. And yeah, so I want to show this. I finished this and everything on Jin's birthday over in the like yesterday, and I did completed most of it when it was his birthday in Korea, and then I completely finished it yesterday. And this is, I like it because it's a combo between like there's like I'm happy. It evolved while it was going on. It didn't quite the way that it was expected. It kind of evolved. It just went with the flow, you know, very Jin style and BTS style, because you know. But what I was getting to was, so I do this thing where I create something when each of the members enlist. And I'm looking off at a distance and literally staring at what I made for Jin, and Hobie's like, great. And wow, so what I made for Yoongi. So today I was started on one of them. It's not completely complete yet, but so interesting story. So I was literally going through the motions today. It was everything at one time. I was trying to figure out like how to work through everything. So I mostly just listened to music. I was Spotify was probably like, are you okay? Are you asleep? Because I had I was just completely zoned in. So, and I had so many things going on with like holding and working around certain things, and so this gentleman asked me, because I was working on this, and I was working on this, and the gentleman was like, you know, he was like, oh, I see you every now and then working on stuff. While you're here, what are you working on today? And that was the first time talking to me. And honestly, because I don't always know if people care if I go on a BTS rant or whatever, and not that I'm really self-conscious about it, but it's more like, um, I just didn't know, but I was just in that moment, 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 moment. I'm like, my brain is like I'm going 50 miles per hour trying to put the words in the circulating in my head, and my ability to actually talk is more like a 10. Okay. So the gentleman was asked me, and he genuinely looked like he, was curious, and I told him that um, that the guys had a Weverse live this morning, and as a way of saying, like, see you later, before enlistment, and that I make something every time that a member enlists, and he was. I appreciate how active he was in the conversation. It wasn't just like it wasn't like he was like, it's a, like, oh, you a poor thing, he, like, he knew certain things about, he knew a little bit more than just the basics about uh Korea and some aspects about K-pop. He mentioned that his daughter is a big fan of Blackpink, and in a way, I was like, oh, so that means that you understand certain things about K-pop and certain things. You're genuinely, 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 or listen to me, okay? Like, even if you don't know that much about BTS, and he's just like, oh, and he told me, he was like, oh, I know who, BTS is, what they've, at least somewhat of what they've done for their country, and I know about the BTS ARMY, and I was like this, and then I was wearing this today. I got this from a random thing I got around for celebrating Jin's birthday, and this came along with it, and so now it was a perfect day to wear this. But getting back to my point, like, he asked me, because he was like, well, he told me, he was like, well, it was about to happen in terms of like them having to go to the military, and I explained the difference between alternative service and normal service in terms of like what it was. Oh, sorry, someone messaged me. Between normal service and alternative service, meaning like what Yoongi's doing. I explained that a little bit to him. I felt like I was just going on a spiel about guys, and I'm rather impressed at how much I controlled myself. I say it like that because sometimes I just and I told him, I was like, someone talks to me about this and it's related to BTS. I go, bleh. And he was like, well, if you're passionate about something, then you can't help but talk about it, you know. And I explained to him about I'm just looking at this, and it's it's so like it's like a but I told him that you know, we all expected, because you know, Jen left when not left. I'm trying to think not as I was like when Seokjin enlisted, and then Hobie enlisted and Yoongi enlisted. We knew that at least around the corner that Namjoon, Junbear would be not too far away, but we weren't expecting all four at the same time. Or when I say same time, I mean like within days of each other, you know. Sometimes um, to me, okay, I'm trying. I just think that they are, even if they won't necessarily be with each other during enlistment in the military, you know. At the same time, though, they would have something to focus on in terms of completing their duty, and especially, you know, like in that way, it'll be hard, you know. I still oh this is gonna be longer than I intended, but I just decided that they are my world, and I probably wouldn't be alive without them. and they'll continue to be my support and everything, and I will gladly wait for them. I explained to the gentleman that asked me about this when I was making it. I said, you know, the guys have never broken a promise to us. And they've always been talking about, and the most beautiful moment in life part, with the 10-year anniversary in 2025. And I explained the significance of that album to him. And because I was like, well, the light of it was saying, like, how they were debating on calling it quits if, depending on the success of, that one and how it when we have the BTS that we have today. Yeah, because the reason why I say that he knows at least the basics about like K-pop or whatever like that, because I said something on the lines of that was their first music show win, and he was like, oh. And it wasn't like the of like, oh, like I guess I could see that, but he was like, oh, I totally. And I was like, yeah, and I thanked him again for, listening to me rant. And, I was like, oh, you asked me a question about craft work and you get a whole side story about BTS right now. And he said that he's really big in travel. And one of the places he really wants to go to is Korea. And he wants to have authentic fried chicken. And I was like, totally. But I'm just going around in circles and created a book, a little memory box book. It's not, I still need a seal part of it, and I have 4 butterflies. I'm getting emotional. But anyways, so I'm slowly being unable. I'm slowly losing my words, and I will continue. There's a reason why I have a picture or a saying or something of the guys in every where I turn around and like that. So I don't forget everything that they've taught me through just them being themselves. I even have a quote on the thing, and it looks it, it says it's a quote that RM said during Weverse. He said if you hate your life, then it might start hating you too. It might start to hate you too. So it reminds me of things that Jen have said about, and kind of like connects together. Okay, well, before I get in my head too much, because I'm already in my head a lot, and I just really wanted to record this so I can organize and my thoughts, and it was so funny. So did my first ever like full on reaction, and it was really funny because it was Jin. So I highly doubt I'm gonna do that often. I watch random things, and I'm also like secretly excited for everything that they have planned that we don't know about yet, and about the Disney Plus new documentary that's coming out on December 20th, I believe. Can't wait for that. My brain's thinking about the fact that we don't know yet when JK's documentary is popping out. I still can't wait for the Hobie's new documentary to come out when probably sometime next year. We still don't know. And it's just so many things. And oh yes, and IU is and Che is appearing randomly on in her music video. I don't know if they're collaborating together. Please. Oh, I say it like that also because IU was like my first all-time female crush in Korean music. like a long time ago. There was a time when she was all I knew about Korean music was her. And yeah. So what was I gonna say? I just in my head a lot right now. So anyhow, so like we still don't know how many episodes Suge filmed for Swishita. And new music that we don't know about yet, but they've hinted on it and they've said that there, so we really don't know. And I don't know, man. I'm trying to think about that and thinking about the fact that like Jin will be home in June. So okay. It's taking me a while to finish this because I'm definitely in my head and I'm trying to calm myself down. Oh, it's like this. You see the lights? I'm doing like this just in case people are like me and are sensitive to light. Oh, wow. I thought it stays one light, but apparently it does not. It changes. Hey, so I was going to have it shine purple and then um, stop it. But anyhow, I might put part of it in the universe I made for Jin. But anyhow, no, I'm really okay. It's I'm really good now. So stay strong and let's be here for each other. Okay. OT7 for life. I really wouldn't be alive without them.